My name's Kelly Kolodny. I've been channeling for 33 years. I'm going to be channeling the angel Raphael today, along with other energetic beings who are coming in to love us up as we move into this light body activation. And when I channel, I make toning sounds like ha ha, very loudly. And I'm going to turn off the mic while I do that because it will disturb the quality of the recording. So you're not going to hear the toning, and then I will put it back on and I'll come back in. You're going to be receiving a lot of light today. And I just want you to know that you're going to receive it in the increments that you are meant to receive it. So there's no worry that you're going to blow out your circuits, and you're going to be doing a lot of letting go, a lot of letting go. So just think about whatever it is that you're ready to release and to let go at this time. And know that this is a way of just unzipping a part of your garment and stepping into your new light body. All right. All right. So I think with that, we're just going to jump right into this because it's going to take some time. All right. I'm going to start to tone and I'll be right back. Oh,
Hello.
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 Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. We are very delighted to be here from the angelic realm, for I am accompanied today by beings from all over of higher dimensional vibrations and qualities to assist you today in the receiving of this activation. For you will be moving in and connecting with the magnificent and beautiful goddess Oshun, and as you attune to her energy and vibration, she shall be clearing and washing away old aspects of self that are no longer needed, as they are left behind as part of who it is that you are, stepping into a higher garment of light. As this occurs, you will be traveling and into a particular energetic field in which you will stand inside the 12-pointed star as it begins to move quite rapidly, as the insertion of particular energies will be moving into aspects and spaces within your field to awaken who it is that you are. Encoded in them are different geometric patterns and deep wisdom and sacred teachings that will awaken and activate parts of self that have been asleep and dormant for some time. As the calibration of the earth is occurring at this pace, and she is moving very rapidly in her evolution, it is of importance that you as a collective unit of light begin to evolve with her, so that you may move through the transition and time and space of her tunnels of unfolding with greater ease, as she is supporting you as you evolve together into a new dimension in which many of you speak of or understand as 5D. With that, we ask you now to close your eyes and to begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Bringing your awareness to awareness itself, aware that you are here, bowing in gratitude for the receiving of this activation, and the willingness and the open heart to surrender and to begin to let go of whatever stories you have been telling yourself or have been attached to that are no longer serving who it is that you are, dropping them behind as you receive this activation. Attuning to your energetic field, become aware of the pillar of light within your pranic tube, aware of its energy, aware of its vibration, aware of its circumference, of how large or small it may be, attuning to it. And with that awareness, begin to relax, to let go, to drop, dropping your shoulders, dropping your jaw as your eyes are becoming heavier and heavier, and you are dropping into a deeper and deeper state, falling down, aware of the energy inside your body, aware of your heart, aware of the sphere of light radiating from your heart and the quality of that light as it begins to descend down your pranic tube into your solar plexus, becoming heavier and more densified, grounding, moving into the sacral area and the root, dropping further and further as you begin to feel yourself moving into the great mother, the beautiful Mother Earth, beginning to sense and to feel her soil, her bedrock, and moving down deeper and deeper, feeling heavier and heavier as you are dropping your whole energetic field into the Great Mother, inside her womb of creation, moving further into her as you are being held and embraced by her love, opening your heart and loving her as you do, knowing that she has given you everything, moving deeper and deeper inside of her as you begin to have an awareness of a light. This light may be in the distance, and you are beginning to travel further and further toward the light, as you are moving closer to it and away from what you are familiar with, attuning and connecting with the light. You begin to move as if you're moving along a spiral, traveling along the spiral at a rapid pace through this tunnel, moving toward this light. And as you do so, you begin to feel the warmth of the light. It is so warm and inviting, and it is calling you there. As you rapidly move through the tunnel, you find yourself in the light. You have passed through your own Earth star, and you have entered now a new realm. This realm is connected and part of what you know and understand as the fifth dimension. This place is so beautiful. It is a replica and representation of the earth in a fully awakened and vibrant state, based in unity and love. You are there, and you have arrived on earth in the 5D at the location of the 12-point intersection in Nigeria. You are there in the etheric space of this beautiful place. Start to become aware of where you have arrived, noticing that the land is a bit dry in places, and in others it feels jungle-like. You happen to be in a place at the edge between the desert and the jungle. Begin to attune to the sounds and the smells, the vibration and the energy of this place. A magnetic shift will be occurring on your earth. And as this occurs, a great balancing will take place. This will be a point of origin for this balancing, as the grids shall be lighting up in 12 points across your globe. This is the point in which you are now. And at this point, there is a goddess. She holds and carries the vibration of this point for all of you. And she is here today to love you beyond your knowing. Begin to feel her presence, for she is sitting in a dwelling, and it is above where it is that you are. There is a short climb to get to her dwelling, as she is waiting to receive you. Begin to notice your surroundings. Look down at your feet. Perhaps they are bare and you are on the ground, sensing and feeling this place and the greenery all around. You are in a grove and there is a slight incline, as if you're beginning to go up some steps. As you begin to climb up the steps, in front of you, you see this dwelling. It is made of clay and it looks organic. It has windows that are cut from the clay and a very primitive roof. This dwelling is glowing. Notice it and be aware of the glowing light within the dwelling. It is a safe place for you to go and to be. Begin to walk toward it as you step gently over a root, for there is a strong and beautiful tree aside it. Stepping into the dwelling, it is lit with candlelight everywhere, and the beautiful goddess, Ocean, is awaiting you. She is there and holding the vibration of Nigeria. Next to her is a beautiful vessel filled with sacred water. This water is a blessing water and very holy. She wears a golden yellow garment and her skin is black like ebony. Her eyes are dark like the sky, and her smile is tender and sweet. She is beautiful and warm and inviting. She wears upon her wrists beautiful golden coils of metal, and upon her chest, as dangling earrings fall from her ears. She smiles gently at you, inviting you into her sacred space that is only open to those who are ready to open their heart and to let go of old patterns and ways of being. Moving in and connecting with her, she has created a soft bed for you, made of feathers and straw. It is so gentle and warm and inviting, and you may lay upon it now, knowing that you are safe and that she is here to love you completely and unconditionally, returning you and connecting you to the great mother in which she so honors loves, and adores. As you lay here on the bed, next to her is her vessel filled with holy and sacred water. She takes her beautiful and gentle cloth, placing it in the water. And as she places it in, you hear the sound of her cloth going in the water. And as she does so, she rings the water and brings the cloth to you. You are there, and with her permission, she takes off your garment as you lay there, vulnerable and naked, but open and ready to let go. Now you can let go, dropping your shoulders, feeling safe, relaxing, and allowing another to truly love you. She takes this cloth that is warm at the touch, and she brings it gently to your forehead. And as you feel it on your forehead, it begins to slowly wash it, washing away thoughts, washing away things you have seen that you wish you hadn't, washing away the imprints of trauma. She is simply washing it for you, knowing that it came for a reason, that it brought a gift, and now it is time to let it go. Easing your mind, softening your mind, allowing yourself to relax as she gently takes the cloth, dipping it in the holy water, bringing it gently again to your face, caressing your face and your eyes, allowing you to relax even more into a deeper and deeper state as she is washing away any residue of energies, anything that you have heard that you didn't want to hear, any time you had spoken in a way you wish you hadn't, letting go of anything that is a residue in or around you, just gently washing you and loving you for who you are, completely in the here and now, dipping her water again in the vessel, bringing it to your throat. She washes away any time you felt criticized. Breathe that in. Anytime another judged you, washing that away. Anytime you judged another, clearing it, washing it with her great waters of the sacred holy water, cleansing your auric field, dipping into the vessel and clearing away and washing any weights or worries on your shoulder, that you don't have to figure everything out or solve every problem. Letting go, trusting and having faith. Washing again around the softness of your heart as your heart begins to open wider and wider, allowing yourself to be in receiving of love by the great goddess and by all others in your life, opening to love, washing away the protective energy around the heart, letting that go, knowing it is safe to be seen, safe to be loved, opening to vulnerability, noticing the strength in that. As she bends over again with her cloth, rinsing it out, she begins to wash your torso, your solar plexus, and all the area there, letting go of hierarchy, comparison, a sense of unworthiness, of shame, of guilt, just allowing it to drop and wash away. You don't have to carry it anymore. This is your time to really just let it go, giving her full permission with this holy, sacred water to clear it away once and for all. Dipping again into the holy vessel, bringing it to the sacral area, washing away even more shame or guilt, letting it all go, opening up to something new, letting go of this judgment and unworthiness, washing this away from you, these old patterns and ways of being, releasing them as she dips into the water and brings it to your hips, opening up the space there, moving into the groin. Surrender, let go, allow her to gently wash and clear away old energies that do not need to be there. Open up and just surrender. Completely let go now. You are a worthy divine being, and she is washing away the imprints of the false self, letting it go now. All the stories as she continues to wash your thighs, your knees, your calves, moving down now as she gets more water, washing your feet, bowing to them as she washes the whole body. And now you're laying there and you have been cleansed and cleared in a willingness to let go. Moving over to you, she comes to the top of your head and she begins to unzip this old garment, this garment of light that you have been walking in, that has served you well and brought you many gifts. But now it is time, as you move through the ascension portal of 1212, to leave it behind, as you will be gaining a new garment of light in a higher frequency, more open, ready for receiving, awake, healed, and connected. Allow her to unzip it as it drops beneath you. And now you are simply a sphere, an energy of light. You begin to lift from your garment, looking at it behind. As you stand in the doorway of her dwelling, you turn now and look toward the space where the clearing happened, and you see the old energy laying there. You bow to it, thanking it for serving you, and you say goodbye. You begin now to move outside of the dwelling, and as you begin to float there, you see that there are an endless sea of beings of light, greeting and awakening you to move through the 1212 portal of light, to activate your body to a whole new octave. They come and wander in the bowing toward you, invite you to follow them as the crowds part and you walk through a pathway with guided beings on either side, wearing robes of gold and white. And as you move through the corridors of this path, down and through the forest and its grove, you feel so light and alive and ready to receive your activation. You simply float so light, remembering what it felt like to be alive, vibrant, knowing that you are a divine being of love, floating and moving through this space. It begins to open. And as it opens, you notice that on the floor, on the ground, is a 12-pointed star. It is so large. It fills the whole area like the filling of a meadow. It is in a clearing and an opening of the grove where you may look up at the night sky, knowing above you the beings from Sirius and those that have come from the Pleiadians and the Arcturians, the star beings of light, are present witness to your activation, the opening to the stars above, and the beautiful, beautiful 12-pointed star below. Standing now in the middle of the star, you start to become aware that around you, in the formation of the star, circling you, are beings of light. There are 12 of them, 12 that have 12 with them, 12 tribes of light, times 12 of the 144 beings of light that have arrived especially for you today on 12/12 to activate within you 12 golden gifts. Standing in the center of the circle now, open your hands wide as if they are parallel, standing your arms straight out. And as you do that, spin clockwise as if you're opening a portal for yourself. As you spin clockwise with your arms open, one to the left and one to the right, you open up a circumference, widening your pranic tube, your pillar of light. And as you do this, the Syrian elders begin to send light from above, coming into your crown and through your whole body. That is the circumference of 12 feet around you, going all the way down 12 feet into the core beneath where it is that you are, and then 12 times that, times 12,000, furthering all the way in to the depth of where it is that you are, widening this sphere all around you. You are standing now in the circumference of light that is the expanded light of your new light body. Allow yourself to begin to feel comfortable with owning and holding this much light. This light is all around you. It is emanating in a circumference of 12 feet around, going up to the heavens and below into the earth. You are this light. Feel the light. Sense the quality of it, and know that this light is you. As you stand there, filling the center of the 12-pointed star, you look in front of you, and in front of you is an ascended master wearing a robe of light, and behind him are 12 of his council members. He is holding within his hand a sphere, and this sphere is embedded with sacred geometry. The familiar pattern that you are aware of is the flower of life, but it is embedded with so much more than that. It will be the base that holds the structure of your new light body. It also contains the Metatron's cubes, sequences of energy. It is very, very large. We are holding it for you. You are simply witnessing the master hold the sphere. As he holds it, it is going to turn into a disc that looks flat like a plate. This disc now is going to move toward you. And as it moves toward you, as the master is standing in front of you, it is going to enter into the heart. You may feel something taking a nice breath as it enters into the heart. It's going to drop as if it is going down an elevator shaft in the circumference of 12 feet around, dropping down as far as it can into the earth. This first sphere that is going into the earth is stabilizing and activating you and attuning you to the fifth dimension. This vibration has been now implanted beneath you and is holding the vibration of 5D. It is going to soon begin to spin. When it spins, whatever direction or formation it moves in is what is calibrated to your frequency. With the golden ratio, it is going to begin to move now as it moves around 8-5, 11 times Godspeed, infinity. It moves again 13-8, 22 times Godspeed, infinity. It moving again 21-13, 33 times Godspeed, infinity. As you see the infinity sign spinning within the disc in the center of the 0 point, anchoring it into 5D, 3, 4, 21, 44 times Godspeed, infinity, fully activated beneath you. And it is been implanted and embedded with the geometry codes needed to activate your light body to the new sequence in alignment with the golden ratio as you receive this particular activation at 12-12. Beginning to allow the assimilation of this as it will occur in the amount in which you are able to receive, and so it is. And now as you are standing there, the 12-pointed star begins to spin and it moves just over 1. And as it moves 1, it is moving clockwise and you begin to be aware of the ascended master standing in front of you. This ascended master is holding the qualities of the Lemurian vibration, and it is standing there with 12 councils behind her. She is radiating spectrums of light and prisms that are fractal patterns that have not been seen in the perspective of the eyes of the human understanding, connected with the crystal kingdom and the library of information. This particular sphere begins to collapse into a golden disc embedded and encoded with crystalline structures that are ready to be brought forward. In the receiving and the opening of that, and in the allowing of it, just allow this beautiful, beautiful being of light that you are familiar with from times of living in the Lemurian times, that is tall, holding the color of blue. As she is coming forward now to you, she is inserting very gently and softly within the heart this disc. As it begins to expand now, as she is stepping back, it is expanding 12 feet and it is beginning to move as it drops down the elevator shaft of the tube and pillar of light, moving down beneath you as it is encoded with the records that have been and are connected to the times of the gifts received during the Lemurian vibration. This attunes you to the crystal kingdom, opening and activating the remembering of these gifts. And as it begins to move 8, 5, 11 times, Godspeed infinity, you start to feel it beginning to move. It will move in whatever energetic pattern is in resonance with your vibration. 13, 8, 22 times, Godspeed infinity. The infinity sign is spinning, double helix moving in 2 directions, allowing it to go 21, 13, 33 times, Godspeed infinity. 44, 34, 21, 44 times, Godspeed infinity, as it is moving, completely embedded and activated. Allowing it to settle in now. 2 discs now have been inserted. Opening up the light body, activating it during the 12-12 portal activation to allow you to move to higher frequency, feeling it and allowing it to be, settling in to the quality of this new vibration within you, opening the template of light. You're standing in the center of the 12-pointed star. And now the Lemurian energy moves clockwise out of view. Standing in front of you are the indigenous ones. They're here holding gifts. There is one representing today of White Feather. White Feather is standing with the 12 members behind. This energy and vibration of the sphere is embedded with sacred symbols and geometries in the pattern that is familiar of the flower of life as it becomes flattened into a golden disc. As this energy is aware and you are aware of it in the receiving and the bowing to receive this gift, White Feather steps forward, bringing this, inserting it just ever so gently into the heart as it begins to open and expand to the 12 diameter that is needed to drop down the tube as it begins to be beneath your feet, right around the feet level. And with that, there is an awakening of imagery and pictures of the remembering of walking on the earth barefoot, moving very quickly over rocks, walking in the sand, climbing the tree, connected and rooted into the Great Mother, feeling her heartbeat, attuned to the animal kingdoms, to the soil, the fertility, the bounty, the abundance of life on earth, attuned to her elements of fire, water, air, earth, connecting here, recalibrating and vibrating to attune to these vibrations, activating at 8, 5, 11 times, Godspeed infinity, spinning, moving, opening, recalibrating, 13, 8, 22 times, Godspeed infinity, moving. There is triple infinity signs moving in different directions now. Adding in, adding in, adding in. Sacred geometry moving in the fractal patterns, 21, 13, 33 times, Godspeed infinity, 34, 21, 44 times, Godspeed infinity, and the spinning, moving, allowing it to calibrate as you are moving into the indigenous rememberings of this time, connecting you here to the 5D earth, calibrating you to the return of the heartbeat of the Great Mother. In the receiving of this is connected. You are connected, activated, standing now inside the star, aware again that it has spun again as White Feather moves out of view. Coming in now is that of the root, tuning into the root center now, noticing the 12 tribes of light. They're also carrying here that of the turtle, that of the dragon. These are very old and primitive energies and vibrations, attuning you to the remembering of this particular time and that of synchronicity and magic. The alchemized energy of the gold patterns, connecting you in of 8, 5 is moving in now, rooted. And in this root center, they're creating a sense of remembering of safety, that you have always been safe and you will always be safe. Is only in the mind of the creating of losing trust to the remembering that all things are bountiful and taken care of for you. And in the surrendering to that and the remembering that it is perfect in its design as it is, without a need to control it, in the trusting of its safety, it reactivates you to 5D qualities. 8, 5, 11 times Godspeed infinity, 13, 8, 22 times Godspeed infinity, 21, 13, 33 times Godspeed infinity as it is moving. And now we've got more infinity signs moving rapidly in multiple directions, aligned with different solids, allowing Earth's energy and the fertility of soil to begin to activate, planting in seeds from the star systems coming in from the Sirians as they are opening up space to 34, 21, 44 times Godspeed infinity, fully activated, creating surface level of stability, structure, and safety now activated. And so it is. All right, moving in now, standing in there, aware of your space, knowing now that if you tune in, looking beneath, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 discs that have been inserted, activating you to 5D qualities based in the vibration of complete and absolute unconditional love, with the light beings are radiating light, attuning now, moving into the sacral area, connecting here, connecting, tuning in as they spin, and you begin to notice Sophia stepping forward, vibration and energy of creation in the womb space of the sacred feminine. Many, many beautiful beings of light and goddesses behind her, representing all different qualities and aspects, as she is holding a sphere of golden light that is of the color pink. And this pink light has threads of gold within the flower of light moving through it as it is coming in now to be inserted, gently moving into the heart center. Oh, so gently. It is small at first, then it begins to expand in the formation, opening almost like a flower, moving in now to that area. Allow in the receiving qualities, moving into the area. Sophia, into the womb space. It is very dark in this space. It is the black light of creation itself, allowing it to spin. It feels as though you are moving around inside a galaxy that is within, that is inside the golden disc, imprinted with energetic patterns of creation itself, opening you up. This is creating the remembering and the connection of your divine order and feminine self, and the awakening of the divine rose, allowing this space of creation to open into the voidness and infiniteness patterns of nothing, of the space in which will be recalibrated to the 8, 5, 11 times Godspeed infinity, 13, 8, 22 times Godspeed infinity, 21, 13, 33 times Godspeed infinity, 34, 21, 44 times Godspeed infinity as it is moving, allowing the goddesses to stand. As they are standing around within this disc, they are spinning it again. This is an extraordinarily important one in the vibration of Shakti and the great Sophia in the opening of the creation space of the womb, of the sacred holy womb. In that remembering, it is now activated, standing now within the circle. As it begins to spin again, coming forward, the power beings, that of Sekhmet and Kali, of the great protectors. They are here to protect you as you stand fiercely in your power, bringing the vibration of the lion. This energy is embedded within this disc that is calibrated to the vibration of power, true power. Aware that they are holding it, they begin to step forward. The Ankh sign is present. Kali is present. The great lion is present. The sword of light is present, embedded with many symbols and shapes of geometry, including that of the flower of life, as it moves flat into the golden disc, moving now into your power center. As it moves into the heart, it doesn't need to drop far, dropping right down into the solar plexus, expanding to the 12 feet diameter as it begins to spin in the receiving of your power center, that you are a powerful divine being of light, holding and creating boundaries from any energies that are not based in 5D unity, love, consciousness of the Christ energetic field. 8, 5, 11 times Godspeed infinity, 13, 8, 22 times Godspeed to infinity, 21, 33 times Godspeed infinity, again 21, 13, 33 times Godspeed to infinity, 34, 21, 44 times Godspeed to infinity, fully activated within the power center, moving out 12 feet in diameter as it is spinning and calibrating to the vibration of the receiving, which can be during this 12-12 activation. Aware that you are standing within the center of the 12-pointed star. Sekhmet Kali and the great goddesses behind her begin to move. And as they move, you begin to be aware of the next tribe of light stepping forward for the heart center. I is Archangel Raphael, and that of the Divine Mother. Energy from all aspects of understanding and religion and dogmas is present here in whatever form comes presently forward for you within the heart center of complete and absolute unconditional love. We are holding that sphere of love for you as it begins to open and activate, spinning and moving in as we bring it into the heart, opening up to the 12 diameter within the 12 pointed star as it begins to radiate unconditional love. Allow this light now to open up so wide that it is encompassing all the discs below, as it is the unified field of the heartbeat of the essence of the heavens above and the earth below that meets in the unified energetic form in the sacred space of the dwelling of the heart. Expanded now, activated at 8, 5, 11 times Godspeed infinity, 13, 8, 22 times Godspeed to infinity, 21, 13, 33 times Godspeed to infinity, 34, 21, 44 times Godspeed infinity, expanded, unified within the unified breath of the open heart. And so it is moving in now as you stand, noticing our energy in which we are encompassing in the center all that is. We begin to move to the side as the 12-pointed star begins to turn, tuning in now to the blue lotus energy that is coming in. This is a frequency of a vibration. It is carrying a tribe that is simply that of sound. It has no shape in the formation of an identity. It is in the frequency of sound only, moving into the geometry of patterns that are made through sound as that energy, and the council that is holding the vibration of sound of the sacred word, the first word spoken, coming in, moving into the heart as it rises now from the heart into the throat, beginning to spin, expanding to the 12 diameter. Zoom. As that light is expanded, this new disc is a whole new way of speaking and being of full aware and conscious awareness of the spoken word in the creation of what is bringing forth in the reality of 5D, based in the vibration and threaded through the unity and the aspects of love that it is spoken in a new way. As we begin to spin it, 8, 5, 11 times Godspeed infinity, 13, 8, 22 times Godspeed infinity, 21, 13, 33 times Godspeed infinity, 34, 21, 44 times, and the tapping and the spinning to Godspeed infinity. That is the vibration of sound. You're elevated now to a new frequency. You will begin to hear music and nature at a whole new level of beauty and love, where it will be accentuated in a way you have never heard before, as though you were listening to the choir of the angels. Expanded now and opening as they begin to move aside, moving over, beginning to open up as this tribe is coming forward, holding the Akashic records, the Egyptian qualities, Thoth, the emerald tablet is present, but also that of color. This energy is coming in with the 12 councils and a whole new prism of colors that are on a spectrum beyond the understanding of this dimension, based in 5D, as the insertion is taking place, moving into the pineal gland. First, they are moving forward. As they enter it into the heart, it shall rise up through the golden disc that is spinning at the throat, above it into the pineal area, expanding the room within the pineal gland and the cones of light that are moving in different directions, opening up access to past records and future timelines in complete clarity of the unfolding of the eye, able to see beyond that of this particular dimension. 8, 5, 11 times Godspeed to infinity, 13, 8, 22 times Godspeed to infinity, 21, 13, 33 times Godspeed to infinity, 34, 21, 44 times to Godspeed infinity, activated. It is moving as that energy now is in the circumference of 12 feet, as it has spun open and complete as they stand back. Moving aside now as the 12-pointed star begins to turn again as you're standing there. This energy now that is coming forward, holding the light in the council of the 12 members behind, as of a very high frequency that again does not have name. This energy is based simply in the formation of geometry. It is holding the space right here at the crown, expanding, expanding, expanding as they are moving forward in patterns. You may notice these sequences as numbers or information that is beginning to run down as a coding that is occurring as they are coming forward. Now they're entering this disc as it creates its flatness. It does not have the flower of life. It is embedded with imprints that perhaps are not fully understandable and familiar at this time, but that's all right. You will assimilate them as needed. As it is inserted in the heart, begins to rise through the throat and the third eye to the crown, sitting at flat like a plate or a disc at the top of the head, as it begins to create a different formation, beginning to almost look like a halo. This is beginning to spin and activate now these codes. As the codes are activated at the 12 diameter circumference around you, they will begin to fall. As the codes fall, they're going to go through as if they are raining or dropping down through all the other discs, all the way down into the first disc. We are activating it now as the codes and light begin to spin and activate. 8, 5, 11 times Godspeed to infinity, 13, 8, 22 times Godspeed to infinity, 21, 13, 33 times Godspeed infinity, 34, 21, 44 times Godspeed to infinity. The infinity signs are moving and the 0 point now is expanding in the center. It is starting to open, 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 as it is creating another dimensional energy moving through like a thread through all of the discs as they are all interconnected together. As these energies now begin to move over and to the side, and the 12-pointed star turns again, the one coming in front now, energies of different star systems are moving forward. The Sirian elders are deeply present, and those who have stood before you in the past in the four corners, inserting great gifts of light. Also, those of other dimensional realities, without the need to name all of them, are also deeply present now as they are coming in from above, encoding you in the remembering and seeding you to awaken the seeds that are already there, to remember your star seed origin. As this occurs, your connection to the star systems and these beings of light that are here to bring the earth into the highest dimension of the unified field of love will become more aware, and you'll be more conscious of them. This energy now is moving into activation. It is sitting above you in a golden disc. This disc is actually looks more silver than gold, and it is flatter and a bit thinner, and it is spinning faster. 8, 5, 11 times Godspeed Infinity, 13, 8, 22 times Godspeed Infinity, 21, 13, 33 times Godspeed Infinity, 34, 21, 44 times Godspeed Infinity, expanding to the 12 circumference diameter, spinning, moving, fully activated in this connection as the thread now is a little bit of a different color moving in to the crown. We're going to go up one more for today as we hit the 12. As you're standing in the 12-pointed star, beginning to move, as the energies move, begin to feel Metatron. Metatron is coming forward, 12 council members behind him. He is holding Metatron's cube in its full formation that is dimensional, not flat. As this comes in, it isn't fully lit yet, but it is lit to the capacity in which you're able to fully receive it. It is the rainbow bridge. It is bridging you and the 5D. It is encompassing the 5 platonic solids. And it is calibrating you to the 5th dimension. All of its energies also then begin to expand as if you are within it and it is within you, moving and operating through you, also expanding into the 12-strand DNA as that begins to spiral up, allowing now Metatron to come forward. He's going to move into the heart center. And he's going to rise up the Metatron's cube as it is going from the heart and above through all systems and above as high as you will allow it to go. You let it sit wherever you want it to sit, hovering that energetic pattern, fully conscious and aware of its presence, fully activated. This is not going to be activated with the golden ratio. It is simply going to be held as Metatron is turning it on, and it is fully lit, creating a pattern for you that is in alignment with the vibration quality in which you're able to hold at this time with the highest light. And so it is activated, open and connected. Now it is also connecting down to the original energy of insertion as it is merging it all. As the discs now of the 12 energy centers are all moving and operating in a synchronistic fashion together, spinning in the way in which is designed to be calibrated for the receiving of the light that you feel able at this time to integrate. The integration of this activation will continue over several days and for your lifetime, as it will continue to turn on more and more and more light as you move and embody more and more, feeling completely inside and a part of operating within 5D. Take a moment now, standing in the 12-pointed star, the 12 tribes of light around you on 1212, receiving the 12 discs of light with the expansion of your light body fully activated to a new frequency. And so it is. You are divine. You are pure light consciousness. You are love, and you are loved. Allow yourself to fully integrate and embody and receive this blessing, knowing that you are worthy, perfect as you are, And now that you feel connected to this new energetic field, we're going to seal it with a new garment. This garment of light is much larger than the one you're familiar with. It will take a little time to adjust as the light moves into the garment. I am going to give you this garment as Archangel Raphael so that you may know your worthiness, that you are whole, that you are healed, that you are loved, that you are a divine being of light. I stand before you. I place my hand upon your heart. I look into your eyes and I see you. Next to me are garments in light made that are luminous and shimmering, but still a quality that has form that may hold the light you have received. I place it like a robe over you, and you wear it like a flowing garment that is containing now this new light body. I place above you and around you, holding it in as well, as this tube now is held 12 feet around in the circumference of this light. You may expand this garment at any time to hold more light whenever and if ever you are ready. But for now, we are holding it here as you calibrate to this new vibration. I bow to you in gratitude for your willingness to do this, for the work that you are doing and the light that you are holding is not just for you, but for all of those you love, for all of humanity, and for Mother Earth. With that, on behalf of all of the 12 tribes of light in the 12-pointed star on 1212, we thank you and we love you. Many blessings and good day. When you are ready, you can begin to come back into the presence of the here and now, into this space. Thank you so much for doing this work. And thank you for holding this light for the planet, and for being aware of awareness itself, and for remembering that you're divine, and that you're loved. It's going to take some time to calibrate to that vibration. There was a lot. And even if just stay with it, just let it assimilate for a few days. The portal is open. It's a big upgrade, and people are being upgraded all over the globe by all different groups and all different ways of doing this in different ways. It's really powerful. So I'm really grateful that you were all here. If you would like to continue with the Christ Consciousness Key Code, it began this morning. You can catch up and register if you want, or be in my I Am Key Code classes. Otherwise, I send you so many blessings and light, and I have another free gathering next Sunday, and I hope you'll join us. Every week is different, but this was a special activation. Okay, much blessing. Mwah.